Welcome to this presentation. For those of you who don't know us, NewC is a full-service provider delivering customized, digital solutions to football clubs, like ticketing, access control, subscription solution and loyalty scheme. We have been working with ticketing and the digital transformation for the last 15 years, with clubs and federations in the UK, Brazil, Denmark, and Sweden. In this video, I'm going to talk about season tickets and memberships on subscription. For various reasons, season tickets on subscriptions have never been a part of the football industry in the markets we operate in. But in May 2018 we launched a subscription system that is specifically developed to handle payments for season tickets and ticket memberships. The football industry is a very special industry. That is also why we see ticketing systems developed specifically for sports and most of all football. Today football is highly commercialized and driven by innovation and data, but we have not seen the same commercialization and innovation in regards to the ticketing and payment solutions. Yes, supporters are able to buy online, but many clubs, both in the UK and other countries, are still thinking of tickets and season tickets as something that needs to be collected or sent by mail. Therefore, more and more people, as well as ourselves, are beginning to ask the question. Football fans are normally supporters for life. Why don't we have a product that reflects this? We have now worked with subscriptions as a payment solution for season tickets and memberships for more than 2.5 years, and have seen the strength of this way of payment. Both in an increase in the total number of season tickets, the stop of losing supporters year by year, the marketing strategies this solution brings, and last but not least, the way subscription helps clubs in an unprecedented situation like the corona pandemic. There is no doubt in our minds that the corona pandemic is going to change the ticketing industry, in regards to developing new strategies and ways of distribution of tickets, season tickets and memberships. I'm going to take you through some important points and think that this will show you the strategic importance subscription can have for a football club and its ticketing operations. And why we think that this is a solution that will be widespread as a payment solution in the coming years. Increased total number of season ticket holders. Clubs will experience a boost in the number of season ticket holders. From our experience from Brazil and especially Denmark, the subscription model increases the total number of season ticket holders, since the cheaper subscriptions lets the club market and sell to a wider target group within the fan base. We introduced the subscription model on season tickets on the Danish market in May 2018, and the clubs we are working with experienced an increase in the number of season tickets from the season 2018-19 to 2019-20 by 13%. When we talk to the club about these numbers, they all say that the introduction of season tickets on subscription was the main factor for this increase. Stop losing fans. With our subscription model, clubs will not lose hundreds or thousands of season ticket holders at the end of every season, like most clubs do today. It's financially sounder and makes forecasting and budgeting a whole lot easier. With our subscription model, the season ticket holder needs to take an active choice to cancel the season ticket. Without your model, the season ticket holder needs to take an active choice to renew his season ticket. This makes a big difference, and most of us have all had a gym membership that have been running for months without being used, because we just have not had come around to canceling it, or because the binding period was still running. Numbers from Denmark show that during the renewal period this summer, where we all have focused on how many season tickets would be renewed, the Danish clubs we are working with have been able to keep a status quo. More frequent stadium guests. Most football clubs have a lot of one-time ticket buyers during a season. Maybe they're too busy to come more often, or maybe they can't afford season tickets. With the subscription model in place, clubs provide one-time ticket buyers with a strong incentive to buy a season ticket subscription, since the monthly fee typically will be the same or lower than a single ticket. Example, our customer, Cardiff City FC, for a game against West Bromwich in January 2020, had a price of £23 for an adult at the Canton stand, which is their supporter stand. The same seat would have cost £279 as a season ticket. If you divide £279 by 12 months, you will have a price of £23 a month. So now the supporter is able to get a season ticket on subscription for the same price as a match ticket against West Bromwich. The communication to the fan will become much easier, and with a binding period of 12 months, the club will receive the money they would have on a normal season ticket sale. Younger fan base. What we have seen is that season tickets on subscription are very appealing to especially younger segments of supporters. We all know that football supporters, especially those attending games at the stadium, are getting older and older. But here we are able to supply the supporters with a way of payment that suits their needs and way of paying for many other things in their life, like Netflix, Spotify and their gym membership. Year-round sales and marketing possibilities. In between seasons, there's normally a narrow time frame for a club to get fans to renew their season tickets, and to sell season tickets to new fans. With the subscription functionality, the marketing and sales period is prolonged from maybe 30 days to 365 days a year. Back to the Cardiff City FC example, where the single ticket buyer, which now would have had the possibility to get a season ticket for £23 a month, when trying to buy a single ticket for the West Bromwich game. The club would have another alternative for great marketing communication targeted the supporter, because 3 days later Cardiff City FC also had a home game against Reading. So now the club would have the possibility to market the two games together on subscription, for £23. Still with a binding period of 12 months. More affordable. More fans will be able to afford season tickets in terms of a subscription. This widens the number of potential customers for the club. The club will also benefit from the goodwill of giving more fans the possibility of attending matches with their favorite club. It is just easier to communicate £23 than £279 for a season ticket. We all want a cheap price towards the supporter on the way to reaching the different KPIs set by management and club owners. The club is less vulnerable. With a season ticket subscription solution in place, clubs are less vulnerable to unfortunate things like relegation, COVID-19, or negative global economic development. Fans are less likely to stop buying season tickets when they're on a relatively cheap subscription. We see numbers from Denmark, where we have a club Esbjerg FB, which was relegated last season, and they have been able to keep their level of season ticket despite relegation and the coronavirus, which is very much because they only have season tickets on subscription. Impressive retention numbers in regards to the COVID-19 pandemic. During the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, we saw clubs all over the world not knowing what to do in regards to compensation for season ticket holders. What our clubs did was asking their season ticket holders if the club should stop making the subscription withdrawal, or if the season ticket holder would continue to support the club in a difficult time, with very low club turnover. Here we saw some impressive results where 95% of the supporters which had season tickets on subscription accepted to continue their payment, regardless of not being able to attend the games. Even though COVID-19 have brought a lot of challenges to the ticketing industry, we have also seen clubs and supporters move to a more digital approach when it comes to tickets and season tickets. We and the clubs we work with have had great success moving season tickets holders to digital season ticket, and combined with payment on subscription, makes the resources being used on this specific season ticket holder, present and in the future, to a minimum, because payment continues until the supporter ends his or her commitment to the club, and now the supporter have to take an active choice to end the season ticket. Less staff resources are used on renewals and regaining lost season ticket holders. Just imagine not focusing on 50% of your season tickets in regards to renewal, because they just continue. There is no end date to a subscription, so the supporter needs to take an active choice to cancel the subscription and season ticket. Most of our clubs normally reissue or reuse the physical season ticket. But what we have seen during renewal this summer is that several clubs have changed their general approach. So we have clubs going with only digital season tickets, we have clubs going only by subscription as a payment method, and clubs that have a combination of the different solutions. So many season tickets in the clubs we work with is now a digital season ticket, where clubs use a digital barcode in their Club Matchday app on the supporter's smartphone or Fortress NFC season ticket solution to gain entry, when this again is allowed in the different countries we work in. Now I have talked about subscription as a payment solution in regards to the ticketing system, but it is important to make clear that this subscription solution is an independent software solution that would able to be connected to any ticketing solution, so we are not restricted to one specific ticketing system, but are able to work with any ticketing system and clubs that wish to be able to have subscription as a payment model available for season tickets, memberships or ticket subscriptions. Today we are working with clubs in Brazil, UK, Denmark and Sweden, and have offices and service centers in both Denmark and in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Please reach out to us if you see season tickets and membership on subscription as an exciting possibility for you and your club. You can also get more info on our website newseasport.com or by following us on our LinkedIn page. Search for New Sea. We are also available in our booth the rest of the day, so please give us a ping if you would like us to dig deeper into the system and experience what subscription can do for your club and ticketing setup to make you a step closer to what supporters want today. Fast, easy and cheap. Thank you for listening.